All right, first topic I want to jump into today is the changing of the guard in the NBA and who the new face of the NBA is. So when you look at this chart, you see 12 players. These are the only 12 players in the NBA right now today who are leading their team in scoring on a winning team. So all of these players have a winning record and lead their team in scoring. And you'll notice, based on their draft year, none of them was drafted before 2010. So when you look at someone like LeBron James, who was drafted in 2003, the fact that he's still productive at all is amazing. And we should take him out of the conversation for the best player and the face of the league. And we should start looking at some of these new talents that are in the NBA, like Ja Morant, like Luka Doncic, like Giannis Antetokounmpo. So Tristan, when you look at this chart, who do you think the new face of the NBA is?
The new face of the NBA is definitely not from here. That boy averaging over 30 points a game, walking triple-double. I'm giving it to Luka Doncic. He definitely knows how. Honestly, it's his IQ. His basketball IQ is just like, it amazes me because he's not the most athletic. He's not the fastest, but he just knows how to play the game. So definitely the face of the NBA. He's definitely shown his growth. He's a man among boys. He be playing bully ball, and I mean, his step back game is crucial. So I don't see anybody topping him.
I think Luka's a great pick.
Okay.
I think he's in the conversation. I think Giannis is in the conversation. Mm-hmm. But I think the new face of the NBA is Ja Morant.
Ja.
And the reason I say Ja Morant is, one, yes, he's very exciting. He hits crazy shots, trick shots, crossovers, gets to the rim, dunks the ball. He's athletic. Everybody loves his highlights, which is great.
You know, he's exciting to watch. I give you that.
Which puts him on a level above Luka, in my opinion. But what actually takes him a step higher is his basketball IQ. A lot of people don't watch the way Ja Morant picks apart the game.
Yeah.
I was listening to Draymond Green on JJ Redick's podcast talking about players that have that high intellect. And he said Rajon Rondo, he said LeBron James, he said Chris Paul, and he said Ja Morant. Those are the only four that he put in that conversation. So he's on the court playing against Ja Morant and can see the chess game happening in the game. So Ja's not just a freak athlete that can do anything that he wants to on the basketball court.
And it's crazy, not to cut you off. Does he lift weights? Because the boy he don't touch no weights, and he just jumps out the gym. So he's definitely gifted genetically.
He just sees a big guy in the paint, wants to dunk on him. Like, he has no fear whatsoever. So I think because of his excitement, because of his IQ on the basketball court, and because of his leadership and the way he has built the culture in Memphis, I see Ja Morant as the face of the NBA today.
Okay. But I don't see him battling out with Luka though. But that doesn't matter. You're more on the whole culture side as far as like everybody else following Ja Morant because of how he carries himself. So I can understand that. But who's the better player?
If the conversation is who we picking to win a championship?
Yeah.
I think Luka will probably win more than Ja. I think Luka will probably win more championships than Ja. But I think that Ja is a more exciting player.
Yeah.
I think that Ja is someone that people want to watch more than Luka. Not that Luka's not a great player, generational talent, one of the best in the league today, will probably go down as an all-time great. He'll probably be better than Ja Morant throughout his career.
Okay, so you're saying that the more exciting player is the face of the NBA. So let's just take it back to who was previously the face of the NBA, which was LeBron.
I would argue that Steph may have taken that at some point.
Okay.
It was LeBron and Steph over the last 10 years. They've kind of had that battle. KD's been in that conversation.
But the face, so that's the thing, is the face is the better player though, in your opinion, or just the more culturally influenced player?
I think that the face, I think there's a lot that goes into the face of the NBA, but I think the face of the NBA is someone that can get people excited to show up. And Ja Morant, every single possession, something's going to happen.
Yeah, Memphis was definitely a team I did not want to watch until Ja came around, so I give you that.
But I think even more so than that is taking on the leadership role in the league. And I think Luka, and Luka has said this, cares more about winning the Olympics than he does in the NBA. He'd rather win a gold medal, which makes sense because that's harder to do from where he's from. in America, winning the NBA championship wouldn't be as big of a deal to Luka as winning the Olympics would. So I think Luka won't be the face of the league because it's not as important to him as it would be to somebody like Ja, who the NBA is what he grew up watching and he's been aiming for his whole life. What do you think makes Luka the face of the league? So given everything I just said about Ja, do you really think Luka is the face of the NBA?
I think I can lean on what you're saying because, now that I look at it from a perspective like, who am I really paying attention to? Who am I following? I think Luka definitely gets his recognition, but he's not as exciting to watch because he's not jumping over anybody's head. But the way he dominates the game is what I believe he does more than Ja. So who's the face of the NBA? I'm still going with Luka. I'm still going with Luka, but I can see Ja getting that title.
Do you not think that there's a culture bias in some sense of American sport, American culture, basketball? Luka's not from America. Do you think that takes away from his ability to be the face of the league at all?
For Luka?
Yeah.
I do. It definitely does. Even with, his overall talent, I think, when we think of international players, it's still like, it's like we're giving like a little side eye because it's like this is America's sport. But, they're showing up and they're definitely showing out. So
the last 3 MVPs have been international players.
So
Jokic, Giannis, back to back.
So yeah, it's a shift happening, and I think the international players have definitely earned their respect and can be considered face of the league.